The Supreme Court will hear arguments this week on a Mississippi abortion case that poses the greatest change yet to the 1973 landmark ruling of Roe v. Wade. Oral arguments begin on Wednesday for Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization. It's the first time in decades the court is run by a conservative supermajority. And joining us right now is Julia Manchester from The Hill. Julia, good morning to you. I know you've been following this story and reporting on this case. So first, let's give everybody watching a refresher. What is Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization?
Well, essentially, it's about banning abortion, that procedure, after 15 weeks. Now, Adrian, this case is different from past Supreme Court cases on abortion because this isn't just about state regulations. This case is essentially asking the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade, the landmark abortion case in this country that makes that procedure legal here. Now, what's interesting about this is that this will be the first major abortion case to come before the court, now that Amy Coney Barrett, the latest conservative Supreme Court justice, is now on that court, giving the court a bit of a conservative lean. So that's something we'll definitely be watching as oral arguments are set to get underway tomorrow. And
there are a lot of pieces to this case, but I think a lot of people are thinking, wow, Roe v. Wade, what is the likelihood that it could be overturned?
Well, that's the question we're all asking, and I think a lot of it depends on this court. Look, we haven't seen Amy Coney Barrett really rule on an abortion case while she's been on the Supreme Court. We've seen that Brett Kavanaugh, for example, was appointed during the Trump administration, as well as Justice Neil Gorsuch, and they've proven to be conservative. However, we haven't seen the court in its new form on an issue like abortion in this manner. So this will definitely be a test, I would say, as to whether the Supreme Court really starts to chip away at abortion or really overturns the law outright.
And Roe v. Wade has faced many challenges over the years, but this case in particular, with this conservative Supreme Court bench, why is this so significant? Why is this particular case likely the biggest challenge to Roe v. Wade?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. First of all, we know that unlike past cases, this case is asking the court to overturn Roe v. Wade. There's really no chipping away at state regulations or giving states more power. This would essentially be a threat to Roe v. Wade nationally when it comes to that 15-week period. Now, we've seen a lot of outside groups on both sides of the abortion case, whether it's the Susan B. Anthony list running a multi-million-dollar ad campaign ahead of this case, or Planned Parenthood and NARAL on the pro-choice side, very much endorsing candidates ahead of the midterms that are in favor of abortion rights. You know, both of these groups are really getting involved in this case, and you're also seeing a lot of outside figures as well. Former Vice President Mike Pence is set to address a crowd here in D.C. today and talk about those oral arguments. Obviously, he's very much on the anti-abortion side of this, but I think what makes this so interesting is that a decision on this Dobbs case is likely to come out in June of 2022. And we know that a couple of months after that, we have the midterm elections. So really lots of national political implications to look out for.
Yeah, could be historic. Thank you so much, Julia Manchester. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.